Hello guys, hope you are doing good. This is TJ and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. This is my review of NWA Powerrr 25th May 2021. This was a go home edition for NWA Powerrr before they go to pay-per-view when our shadows fall on June 6th, and this was a pretty good show that they had before the pay-per-view. I wouldn't say it was a great because but we saw a very long marathon match between Thunder Rosa and Kamille. Even though it didn't felt like a 20-minute match. It felt long, but the work that it was a well the work that they have done in this match is amazing, and they very well worked in this match. And each of the both of them actually, both Thunder Rosa and Kamille, and we will get into that. So, but they didn't say actually what's next for the challenger of Serena Deeb, who is the NWA Women's Championship. So we will get into that. What's all happened. So actually the show opens with Pope coming out on the commentary because Tim Storm is on an assignment, as Gally says, and then we go to the show. The tag team champions are invited for the interview with Kyle Davis, and Kyle Davis actually asks about their dissension that is it is going on since many weeks, and they says that they are okay with each other. They have no problem, and they will get the job done because he pays Kratos, and my job is getting done, as Steven is saying. So they are kind of displaying that don't have any problem. So first match, this was a tag team championship match, because we saw last week we had the number one contendership spot match for between the War Kings and the end. The War Kings actually won, which was kind of a very abrupt kind of a finish, and that was not a decisive victory. How you, if you see that, you would find out that I actually discussed about that last week. So first match, Aaron Stevens and Kratos versus the War Kings, and this match actually was pretty okayish, I would say. No, as an opening, NWA Power always actually have great matches, because last week and we had Matt Cross versus Pope for the NWA Television Championship. That was a great match. That was not the case this episode. This tag team championship was not didn't it was short as well, and it was not that good. The match actually started off with Kratos and Jack Stein with some fiery moments. The challenges were really controlling the matchup very well because of the miscommunication that Aaron Stevens and Kratos were having. And Jackson Crimson tries that suplex with elbow drop, but Stevens escapes at a point of this match, and they have an opening for Stevens, and Stevens because Stevens was being controlled by the challengers. And finally, Stevens actually tags to Kratos, and Kratos' moments are good in this match. And I love Kratos. He's one of my favorite in NWA Power, in NWA itself. So at the finish of the match, we saw Crimson get a punch by someone, and they got them that punch, and champs retained the tag championship. I don't know who attacked them. They showed the replay, but they didn't address that enough. We will see after pay-per-view or something, or maybe in the pay-per-view. I don't think so. In the pay-per-view, tag team championship are gonna be defended. Don't know, but we're gonna see in the weeks to come who it is. Interesting stuff. And the match itself was okay, I would say, because the ending was also not that good. That was not a very good ending. And then we got the interview, Kyle Davis again, and Kyle Davis interviews the NWA world champion Nick Aldis. And Kyle asks about the Strictly Business members, and actually Chris Adonis and Latimer giving up the tag title opportunity. Nick says, why the hell are you talking about this? Just to have a name for yourself, have a clickbait using my stardom and all. And he gets to the topic anyway, and he says he's the puppet master of Strictly Business, and he tells he tells anything, and that they will do. I smell some dissension going on, because in forward we see something. I would discuss about that. And he says to Kyle that you don't know what it likes to carry on a group actually. And he mocks Kyle Davis, and he tells Kyle to dance as well, and he was dancing as well. That was a very laughing moment. And Kyle Davis dances as well. It's all he got, he says. And then Kyle then asks about the battle royal, which is going to be the main event this week, who will challenge for the NWA championship. And he says that he doesn't care about that. He don't know who is in that. But Kyle actually, because he says that he's one of the longest training champion, 900 days champion. Who's gonna think who will win? I'm not caring about that, he says. And Kyle Davis says, I have the names who is gonna be in this match, and he run down the same names, but there was one name which was surprising for me, and it was Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch's suspension is over, boys. Trevor Murdoch suspension is over, and I was thinking like that, 30 days 30 days is over. Yeah. I mean, I think I actually think about that, and yeah, it was correct. 30 days is over, and I was kind of confirming like Trevor Murdoch would win, or maybe Tyrus, because last week Tyrus had that. Tyrus manager Austin Idol as his promo, and these were the two predictions for me. And Kyle says, I do know we actually said that in previous weeks. He says, and he starts taking off the name, and Nick kind of snatches the paper and he says Trevor Murdoch, and this made Nick faces change some kind of way, and he was kind of worried and kind of angry as well, like this prick is coming back as for this battle royal. That was a kind of Nick Aldis is a very good man. He's good, and the promo is good, and the wrestling. He's just a very smooth wrestler. One of the smooth wrestler I have seen, and he's so very good. He's so very matches with that NWA championship. So he's one of the best in NWA. I'm glad he's in the NWA rather than WWE or something. You would not be getting this kind of opportunity in anywhere. So this was a nice little sex squash match. Then Nick Aldis versus Mims. Mims was kind of challenging. Kind of a squash match. Some offense was got by Mims, and he's good. We have seen before as well in a triple threat match for that television championship. And television championship number one condition 2 weeks or 3 weeks before, I think so. So finish of this match, we saw Nick won the match by tombstone, pile driver, and elbow drop via cloverleaf submission, and he got the submission victory. Nothing to say, just to fuel Nick Aldis up going to the title match. And then we got the video package, which was the promo they had last week. Of Thunder Rosa and Kamille, and I liked what NWA did, because we don't expect indie companies like and indie company is it's considered as an indie company, but I don't want to say like that, because every company has their value. So the NWA didn't put like video packages or something so much. This was a nice try from them, and this was a good, even though they just add the even though they just add the video package that they video actually the interview they had last week, but it was good as well. So the third match, which was Thunder Rosa versus Kamille for NWA Women's Championship number one contender spot. This was also confirmed last week as well. And this match was, as I said in the beginning of this review, this was long. But I would discuss what all moments we had in this match. So starting off, Rosa right off the bat have some mat-based skills and targeting her leg and arm trap, and Kamille with a power advantage as well, back and forth control. Then Rosa had some type of mat based techniques that she was doing, and a leg lock, and she was stretching. That was great. Earlier on this match, Rosa actually was great. Her performance was great. Her performance was great. She was really performing well by controlling Kamille, by having that mixed martial art skills as well that she has, I think so. So that was very good, that she displayed. She really controlled the challenger. Kamille actually, not the challenger. She really control Kamille. Not Kamille was with the power stuff. Kamille was trying to power out, but she was not good. I was thinking like that. She's so trapped by Thunder Rosa. Like Thunder Rosa was controlling her very well. She was not able to, every other transition she has, Camille has, Thunder Rosa just traps her again. So that was that. And Camille with that powerish Irish whip, we saw after a moment of the match, she finally escapes and had a double underhook suplex, repeated backbreakers by Camille. And after some 5 to 6 minutes or so, below 10 minutes, Thunder Rosa was kind of controlling, and the match actually turns around to Camille. Actually, Camille has her power advantage moves as well. Sunset flip power bomb by Rosa then, and both of them are laying in on the ring with each other. We saw Terran actually sliding onto the ring, but we saw a malfunction actually, wardrobe malfunction, and that blurred the image. And Melina pulls her off, and she was behind her, and Terence screams, and Melina was running behind Terence actually, and that creates a distraction for Camille going to outside, and basement dropkick to Camille, and strikes her left arm to the ring post, and she at this point Camille at this point Thunder Rosa really become raged, and she was very angry because she is not getting finished with this, and she was ramming her arm into the ring post, into the podium, the back onto the apron again and again and again, and that was brutal, man. And stretching onto the ring post again with the two double arm, and drive it into the podium and all. This was getting long at this point, I would say, but getting outside and that kind of stuff entertained me actually. That in-ring stuff was gone sometime. That was a change for this match, and that was really a good change for this match, and I liked this match. That's why I started liking even though it was getting long. So Rosa tries to crossface submission, and Camille powers into rolling slam, and Camille prepares for this, for that spear, the brutal spear I have ever seen by a woman. Uh, it's more brutal than, I would say, than Charlotte. It's very great as well than Charlotte, I think so. While Melina tries to distract Camille, but Camille comes slowly and with a hard clothesline to Melina. This creates some opportunity and double knee to the face. She kicks out, and Pope tongue slips and says NW. NWO, saying NWA. He rectifies it nonetheless straight away. And great submission and transition by both of them. Innovative. You should see this match if you want to see submission style based wrestling. We see many matches in NXT, in New Japan Strong, in because this is the era of BJJ skills and all the mat based techniques, because people love that thing. People are more than the power things, that small guys are being getting advantage before because of that, because they can display this very well. And we know the flip flop style, the lucha style as well, that's also on the trend. So gone are the days when the power moves only had that thing. So this was a great submission and transition by both of them. Innovative rolling slam into a spear by Camille. Then I thought it was over at this point, but Camille tries it again, but she trans into the mid turnbuckle and rolls her up, but no, didn't get the pin. And Rosa locked in an innovative armbar. I thought she tapped out, but ref rings the bell, and Kyle Davis says that 20-minute time limit is over. Man, I was thinking, is it 20 minute? I mean, this was a long match. You definitely feel, if I definitely felt that, like it was a long match, and it gone to a time limit draw. And Camille Rosa with a middle finger, and Rosa says, I should have done. She actually shows her hand. I was this close. They didn't tell who's gonna face Serena Deeb actually. That didn't was cleared in this show. I don't know who's gonna face Serena Deeb. I literally searched everywhere in the internet, but I didn't get who's gonna face Serena Deeb or something. I was not getting the card as well. Maybe the first, I think so. Two matches that's gonna happen is, one is the NWA Championship and Nick Aldis, and second is the Serena Deeb versus, I think so, Thunder Rosa would be facing as Thunder Rosa. There was also a stipulation there, because this was a 20-minute one fall, and Camille had a stipulation that if you lose, you will be not going to any other brand. So that's not there. Rosa can go anywhere, and that's a stipulation that's gone. So they didn't clear it, who's gonna challenge for Serena Deeb and all. I don't know. If they make it a triple threat, I don't have an issue, but it would be lame actually, because after number one contendership, they are doing this. But these two women are very good, and they Camille actually was really good with really good with Thunder Rosa. Their performance, their chemistry was great. Thunder Rosa, as always, we know that she's one of the best women at in the NWA, and we have also seen in AEW Dynamite as well. She's very good, but definitely it's a good match if you love too many attacks, controls, and submission based wrestling. I liked it. This was somewhat long for my liking, but still I liked it. They very well worked in this match. That's the credit you should give. They very well worked in this match. It's a very tough job to work long matches, man. It's not easy because you get exhausted very easily, and you got to appreciate both of the guys, both of the women's, both Thunder Rosa and Camille. And you can say some type of pay-per-view quality match there, if you wish. Very good match. That means Rosa can wrestle wherever she wants now. But number one contender, they didn't confirm that, and that's a question mark for me. And then we got the next segment, which was Nick Aldis and Austin Idol is on the commentary. This was not a segment. They were getting into the 14-man battle royal, the main event. And the main event, 14-man battle royal for the NWA World Championship number one contender. This was not good for NWA. This was the weakest link in the show. So if this battle royal would have been good, this would have been a good show. I would say a very good show, I can say. But this battle royal, I didn't like it that much. It didn't have any drama because there were many wrestlers I didn't know that were like less known superstars, underutilized superstars were there, and the calling that they were doing, calling up the commentary and all was not good. They actually said one or two, but it was not good. The match actually starts with 12 men are in the ring, and the 13th man then comes out his own entrance, if you're gonna say, is Tyrus, and they shows that. And another one, 14th man, 14 man battle royal it is, and 14th man is Chris Adonis, and Chris Adonis has is the member of, if you know, he's the member of Strictly Business of Nick Aldis. And he actually we actually know that rule that the champions are not in this battle royal. The current champions are not in this battle royal, but Chris Adonis actually relinquished his title for this, for he sacrifices his title for the group, for Nick Aldis, and that's a very big sacrifice, man. And this story is gonna play out because we saw. I would discuss about it. So Sal Renoro is being eliminated first, and he just having one feet touch. That's an elimination that NWA says, and there was the rules were changed. The mid rope elimination were also happening. Um didn't it was over the top rope, and both feet touching the touching the floor, was it not like that? I don't know. The rule was changed here. So pretty changed rules I haven't seen anywhere. Final four where nothing to talk about this battle royal, actually. That's just a normal stuff, not a WWE, I would say. Very basic, actually. But the calling of the commentary call on this battle royal was pathetic, was not good. So final four were Tyrus, Modoc, Chris Adonis, and Tom Latimer. So two members of Strictly Business and Tyrus and Modoc. So these were the two members that fans were already speculating. Even I was. And Pope comes and holds Tyrus' leg, and he is eliminated because he pulls through over the bottom rope, actually. And that's also an elimination. So NWA rules is that even if you touch over the top rope, middle rope, or under the rope onto the floor, you are eliminated. That's the rule there. So Pope actually eliminates her. So I think Pope versus status is gonna happen at the pay-per-view, and that's the three matches I would see. I'm seeing right now. We got Adonis, Latimer, the two members of Strictly Business, and Trevor Murdoch, and they gang up to the baby face and attacks. And the finish of the match was very pretty quick. Murdoch takes Latimer up and over to the apron. Murdoch ducks the forearm of Adonis, and it hit accidentally Latimer, and Latimer is eliminated. And then Latimer was distracted, and Trevor eliminates. Adonis was distracted, and then Trevor eliminates Chris Adonis with a forearm. Pretty basic finish, and Trevor Murdoch is the winner, and he is going to the challenge. Nick Aldis for the NWA World Championship, and I expected this, but the suspension thing I didn't remember that, because so much of wrestling shows I didn't remember that. But glad they did this story, and the storytelling is great because he had that. Suspension and that redemption story, getting back and coming from the bottom and winning that battle royal. Even though that was not this was not a very big kind of a channel, but you need to see the illusion and the kayfabe around here. So wrestling is that. So if you want to enjoy wrestling, you want to believe, which is not believing. So that's the secret of wrestling. And the winner is Trevor Murdoch. The match itself was weak, as that not good, but I am hoping happy with the result. Actually, I was betting on either Trevor versus or Tyrus. Trevor won. A great story they are forwarding with, could be a great underdog match for Trevor Murdoch. Uh, I'm really with Trevor Murdoch, and he should win. Trevor Murdoch versus Nick Aldis for the NWA title at When Our Shadows Fall pay-per-view. Strictly business, then argue post-match, and then argue. So this kind of this was a point where I felt that Chris Adonis, he lost he actually sacrificed his title, his national championship, and now he's blaming. So it's not good by Nick Aldis, because Nick Aldis is like, you are the slaves around me, and I am the puppet master. He actually said as that as well. They took the tag team opportunity as well. So they are just kind of slaves surrounding the members, surrounding Nick Aldis. So I think that strictly member is gonna dissolved sooner rather than later, maybe after the pay-per-view, or after the pay-per-view or on the pay-per-view you can see that. But I don't think so on the pay-per-view, maybe after pay-per-view in the forward weeks. So top rope, actually then Nick attacks Trevor, and Trevor also got some as well. Top rope bulldog to Nick Aldis by Trevor Murdoch. That was the upper hand for Trevor Murdoch. He got. And then there was an interview, very emotional interview with Kyle Davis. And Kyle Davis interview by Kyle Davis to Trevor Murdoch, and he says he's happy, he's emotional, he cries as well. He cuts a dream come true promo, and nice storytelling there. And he says that, my prediction is, he says that I'm happy and emotional, and I was gunning for this moment for very very long time, and I came back and take this. So it was very good storytelling right there. My prediction is tough, man. I mean, I want to go with Trevor, because the storytelling, the payoff need to end with that. So after playing out that suspension angle and all, you need to. You need to have that victory for Trevor Murdoch. How could you not think that like that? Because the story is that. So I would not be very, very surprised if Nick retains, because he has that advantage uh, of strictly business. If they want to shock us or something, maybe Chris Adonis and Latimer turn on Nick Aldis or something at the pay-per-view. Maybe like kind of arguing after the match, because they lost. That kind of kind of, well, as a breakup as well. So some anything can happen in pay-per-view as well. So something is brewing up, and I think it's coming interesting. But maybe Nicaldis would retain because he has Adonis and Latimer. So that's a fair point that you should note. So overall, this felt like a long show, even though it was 1 hour, slightly long, like 1 hour, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or something. But we have seen in the past weeks. Uh, that NW Power shows were very good. This was a one match show. I would say the first tag team championship was not kind of a good match. I would say okayish match, and then we got a very good match, I would say, but a long for me. But really good display. You cannot be saying anything to this match. So that was a kind of a balance for this show. So a very good, pretty good, I would say, pretty good go home show. And if you would say, if you will be saying that, what's next week then? And next week is NWA Power Surge. We got this every 3 weeks. So next week is NWA Power Surge, where they have the special interviews and special matches and all. They don't have NWA Power next week. So that's it. This was a review, and I think they built it right. They built the show, the pay-per-view well. I am very excited to see, because last one, Back for the Attack, was great as well. So uh, excited for NWA when our Shadows Fall pay-per-view on June 6th. So this was a show. So next week, on Wednesday, NWA Power is not there. So it's not there, so maybe we will look onto it. We will look onto it if we can. NWA Power Surge review, if I can. So maybe I would be doing the prediction video as well before the prediction video will be coming. Sure, the prediction video about NWA when our status for pay-per-view would be coming before the pay-per-view, maybe this week or next week or something. So that's it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And as always, be safe, stay energetic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.